First stop, who knows where? Here we go, I'll take you there. Come on along, we're going around the world and back again. My home, your home, the planet Earth is ours to roam. Off we go together around the world and back again. All the places we can go to and tell them where we've been. The things you'll see when you come with me around the world and back again. I'm traveling around the world and back again. I'm traveling around the world and back again. I know that you had a crush on me. How did I never see all that we could have been? High time we turned the pages, start a story for the ages. High time we got it going on. I know it's never easy for people who love anymore, but we gotta try.
Welcome to the Georgia and Daniel Show. My name is Georgia from Georgia's Kitchen Show and Dan's Cutest to Love.
My name is Daniel from SpecialChronicles.com and Georgia's Cutest to Love. Coming up on this week's episode...
my niece Abby travels to Miami for her 10-year trip with her aunts.
Georgia talks about her adventures with Abby in Miami this past weekend.
And we both binge season 5 of Netflix's Cobra Kai.
Episode 81
starts now.
Welcome back, babe. We are officially back to our weekly podcast. This might be a little bit shorter of an episode just because you are headed out golfing with your parents in just a little bit. So, originally, folks, Georgia texted. Let me read you the text from Georgia this morning that she sent me. We're gonna bring you in behind the scenes to how we record. Okay, so Georgia says, "Hey, I just found out I'm going golfing with my mom and dad, so I can't podcast today. Please forgive me." And I said, "I understand." And then after that, I called her and okay. Should we just forget that? That was a whole ad-libbed. I thought he shouldn't have gone, though.
No.
Okay.
Now, everybody knows I didn't want a podcast.
No!
So.
You do! you want to, you just didn't know that you wanted to.
Yes.
Okay, folks. Should we just let the listeners know that I'm not forcing you to podcast? I mean, I'll let you say it. It'll sound weird for me to say it. You want to let the listeners know I'm not forcing you? I mean, am I? I mean, let the listeners know how you feel.
Well, I feel well rested, and I can't ready to get my day started. And the best part of my day, I didn't know what I was going to do all day today. It's my day off.
So, you're kicking it off with?
The biggest highlight of my entire day starts right now because I miss my boyfriend a lot. I haven't seen him since I came back.
The best way to solve that is to do a podcast. Podcasting is how we kind of solve that. Okay, so I'm not saying all relationships have to do that, but that's just the way that we will. Okay, So let's get the show going because we don't have a lot of time. So, folks, originally the title of this episode is "Awesome Abby Adventures" because originally we're going to have Georgia's niece Abby on the show, and so I tried to give her a call, no answer. I didn't leave a voicemail, but whatever. Georgia tried calling, she left a voicemail, and then we figured, oh yeah, it's a Tuesday morning, the 13th of September. We're recording this. And Abby is probably in school, like any 10-year-old would be. So, with that, we will try to have her on in the future. We'll try again to have her on. I know we usually record on Tuesdays, but maybe we'll have to record it at a different time and have her on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, instead of having her on, Georgia, you're going to talk about this past weekend you traveled to Miami, had adventures with your sisters and your niece Abby. But let the listeners in on what this 10-year trip is, because I think this is something that you guys do in your family. Whenever someone turns 10 in your family, you go on a trip somewhere. Right?
Yeah. So basically, it does run in my family that whoever turns 10 gets to go anywhere that they want to go. It was Emma. When Emma was 10, she went to New York, I think. I'm not exactly sure. Kay went to Mexico, and then there was me.
You and Kate both turned 10 at the same day, right? But you guys did two separate trips. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I went to San Diego, and I seriously loved San Diego because part of that was going to the zoo.
Okay. Well, okay.
Yeah. That's all I'm going to say.
That's all you can say because we'll fast forward to, we'll fast forward quickly, but to your nephew Max's trip. That was to New York City, right?
Yes.
Okay.
When Max was 10, we went to New York City.
Okay. And
yeah.
Go on. No. I
He's never been, but I've been there a couple of times because Emma used to live in New York.
Yeah. When she went to school.
We pretty much went everywhere, but the main thing is that this is all about Abby.
Yeah, because this episode is Awesome Abby Adventures, and it would have been fun to have her on the show, to have her call into the show, but we understand school comes first, and so all you kids that are listening, we want you to know no kids were taken out of school for the recording of this podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. We probably should have recorded it after school, but whatever. Anyways, we have busy lives. You all have busy lives. Okay, so let's move on. So this past weekend, I think we mentioned it on last week's episode, and so now you get to share with all the listeners about your Miami adventures with Abby. So take us through the Miami adventures trip. Awesome Abby Adventures, Miami with Abby.
Okay, so on the first day on our trip, Katie and I flew on Southwest.
Ooh.
And on the last day, we came on American Airlines.
Ooh.
What?
You flew onto airlines that are not United.
United doesn't go to Florida.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. United flies to Orlando, flies to Miami, flies to what's the other? The one that was delayed. I'm blanking on the. Anyways, yes, they do. They fly to a bunch of cities in Florida.
Okay, first of all, okay.
Okay, I'm not taking personally. It's fine. You guys flew with whatever airline you flew. Okay. It's not like this podcast is sponsored by United. But we would love, if anyone from United Airlines is listening, You want to sponsor our podcast? Get in touch. Email sponsor at specialchronicles.com. I think that's the email. I don't know if we'll go anywhere. Okay, go on.
Okay. It was fun taking those two airlines, but I still and always love United, even though that my boyfriend works there. So I'm just putting that out there.
Okay, good. Hold on, I found it. I was correct. If anyone from United Airlines is listening and you want to sponsor this podcast, email sponsor at specialchronicles.com, sponsor at specialchronicles.com, and you can get in touch with our business manager. Okay, go on, babe.
And then we stayed somewhere in the city of Miami Beach, Florida.
Mm-hmm. Is it Miami or Miami Beach? Or is it the same city?
Miami Beach.
Okay.
It has a pool / restaurant, so it was pretty much all combined. And then we saw two big lizards. One was green. One was a very small lizard, and then I almost got a little bit scared when there was a big lizard, but I was fine. I was on a chair, so.
Okay. Go on.
With all of the things that we did was amazing. We went to the beach. Let's just say that I got severely sunburned. All four of us did.
Mm-hmm.
So we jumped into big waves and stuff. That was a lot of fun. We went to the sugar factory.
Oh, they have that in Chicago too. Okay, go on.
When we went to the sugar factory, it was actually our first time. And if you guys have seen my pictures on Facebook, that particular Facebook photo was of me with a huge milkshake. It was called a Cookie Monster. It had 2 donuts, a large cookie. On the actual mug, it came with very rich, dark fudge icing all around, and it had cookie bites. So it was really, really fun.
That sounds good. Well,
yeah.
What was it again?
It was called a Cookie Monster. Yeah.
Oh, it sounds good.
Yeah, so please go on Facebook to all of you guys to go on my profile page, and all my pictures are right there. So
are you going to put it on any pictures from Miami on our Daniel and Georgia Instagram? You should do that.
I will.
For the listeners. So
I will do that at some point.
If you are all listening, just look up Daniel and Georgia on Instagram, and you can. Georgia will try to put some Miami pictures on there. Okay. Anything else about Miami you want to say? Or I'm sure if Abby was on, she would probably talk about it a lot more. But
we went on an Air Boat Alligator Tour. We actually petted a baby alligator, which was really cool. We were driving around the city, and then we looked at graffiti art. So the graffiti art is kind of a little comparison to New York when Max was there. So this year we did the exact same thing for Abby, which is kind of fun.
Neat.
And that's pretty much about it.
Neat. So what? I'm just making a few notes. What was your highlights in Miami?
My highlights were going to the sugar factory. We went to the beach.
Wait, hold on. So, Miami Sugar Factory. Okay.
We went to the beach.
All right, wait, hold on. Still typing here. Miami Sugar Factory Beach?
Yeah. And we looked at graffiti art.
Oh, wait. You said alligators too, right?
Oh, sorry, my bad. And then Air Boat Alligator Tour.
Graffiti Crafetti
Art.
Out. Okay, I'll look how to spell that later. And what? And what was the last one you said? An alligator?
It was a Air Boat Alligator Tour.
Alligator tour. Okay.
Yeah, and then we petted some alligators.
And pet. Alligator. Wow. Okay. A little dangerous, but okay.
Well, it really wasn't that dangerous. To me, I was kind of fine, but the skin on the alligator...
Kind of fine that she didn't get bit.
It was harmless.
Okay.
It wasn't that scary.
And harmlessly putted alligators.
Yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Okay, I don't know how to spell that. Okay, okay, good. All right, so before we get to a TV show, streaming TV show review, we will take a break to let you know how you can support this podcast. You are listening.
You're listening to the Georgia
and Daniel Show on SpecialChronicles.com. We will be right back. We're going to take a quick break from our conversation today to learn how you can become a Special Chronicles supporter so we can continue to produce this podcast. Support for Special Chronicles comes from listeners like you. As an independent public media podcast, Special Chronicles will always be there for you. Now we're asking you to be there for us. As a nonprofit independent media organization, we can only make programs like Special Chronicles with listener support. Our programs provide weekly, candid, honest, and inspiring conversations about the people with disabilities community that creates awareness, support, and advocacy within each week's episode. Listeners tell us our shows are an enjoyable and necessary podcast for the intellectual and developmental disability community and everyone else who is able to listen to stories about life from a different angle. Please, if you and your family love our weekly podcast, make a one-time, monthly, or annual gift of thanks today. Support this podcast at specialchronicles.com/give. That's specialchronicles.com/give. And now, back to the show to continue the conversation today. And back to the show. And you're listening to
the Georgia
and Daniel Show on SpecialChronicles.com. It's now that part of the show where we get to a review of what we've been watching. And as you could tell if you read the description of this episode, or remember from the top of the episode, we both binged Season 5 of Netflix's Cobra Kai. And at the time of we're recording this, again, we're recording this 10:25 a.m. Central Time on the 13th of September, Tuesday, 2022. And I only have 2 more episodes to watch. I have episodes 9 and 10 of Season 5 of Cobra Kai to finish watching. And maybe you have how many episodes to finish watching?
All 10. So I just started.
Oh, so you only watched like the first episode of season 5?
Yes.
Okay, well, you will. It's because you were in Miami and I was home, so I had a little bit more time. And so, yeah. So, anyways, I have 2 more episodes to watch. It is out of the top 10. It is number 1 in TV shows today on Netflix. And so, it's a Netflix original series, Cobra Kai. And let's take a listen to the trailer, because I couldn't find the teaser on YouTube. So, let's take a listen to the trailer for Cobra Kai Season 5. Oh, Is it not playing? Oh, wait. Oh, it's not playing because it's muted. I muted it. The phone. Let's try this again, folks. Let's take a listen to the trailer for Cobra Kai Season 5 on Netflix.
This is what we're up against. This is how everyone sees him. As some kind of philanthropist out to save the kids of the valley. Terry Silver.
Why you guys named Michael?
It's Michaela.
Whatever. I washed my hands at Cobra Kai when we lost the tournament. I'm not a sensei anymore.
As of today, I am shutting down Miyagi-Do Karate.
This can't be your plan.
With Johnny gone, it's on me to fix this.
1 star? Because the car smelled like beer. It's because there is beer, asshole.
Cobra Kai now has more students than ever before. That means we'll need more senseis. I'm thinking a lot bigger than just the valley.
Everything was supposed to be better after the tournament. It's only getting worse.
I know how things can start out from nothing and get bigger and bigger until all you feel is hate.
Want you guys to get along. We're all friends now.
We're not friends. We never will be.
Silver's dividing and conquering.
If this continues, all that we have fought for will not even be memory.
I need you to see which of my students are ready to take the next step.
Oh, no, you really won't stop.
You need to let me and Chosen handle this. It's the only way to make it all end.
Fine. Handle it.
All we gotta do is get our hands dirty.
If you continue down this path, nothing in your life will ever be the same again.
Adult classes are on Wednesday.
We're not here to take a lesson. We're here to teach you one.
I'm happy to hear that you're doing well with the others.
Yeah, well, I make friends pretty easily. I find that a little kindness goes a long way.
All right, so only on Netflix, again, Season 5 of Cobra Kai dropped September 9th on Netflix. I want to just touch on the last line of that trailer that Chris said, which is kindness goes a long way. Now, the funny thing is, if you watched the trailer, or if you've watched Season 5, binged it like we have, the funny thing is, the scenes that they showed when he said that in the trailer was him fighting in jail, right? But as we know, kindness goes a long way. I think that's something that I also shared in some speech or something that I gave when I was in Orlando, I think. But that theme, kindness goes a long way. So that's what Terry Silver, the kind of the villain of Season 5 of Cobra Kai on Netflix, that's not what he's about. But what who's the one that plays Ralph? That Ralph Macchio plays. Daniel. Same name as me, right? Who's the name?
Daniel LaRusso.
Daniel what?
Daniel LaRusso.
Yeah, that's what. Daniel LaRusso and
Johnny Lawrence.
Johnny Lawrence, and so like, and then this new character Chosen, and Daniel's wife, like they all like. It seems to me like the message that they're trying to share, even though they have two different philosophies when it comes to karate, they're really trying to show that kindness really does go a long way. That it's better to be kind. It's better that. And they're showing that you can have two different methods to karate, and still get along. So, like Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso, two different, like they're two different
two different
styles. Styles?
Yeah.
Two different.
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to say. Two different styles to karate, but they still are able. They will still able to work out their differences and still get along, just like Miguel. So, Miguel, who lives next door to Johnny Lowen's Miguel, and then Johnny's son, Wabi.
Tanner Buchanan.
Yeah.
He played Wabi Keene.
Yeah, Wabi Keene, who is Johnny's son.
Actual son.
Well, on the show, not real life, but so like they, if you guys have been watching like we have every season, the past couple of seasons, they had a big rivalry among Miguel and Robbie because Robbie pushed Miguel off and forced him into a coma. But anyways, so the first few episodes of season 5, they were still kind of at it with each other. But after...
they were trying to reconcile their friendship in season 5.
Yeah, and it was all because... So, Johnny Lones was trying to do that and had this all kind of... what do you call the room that you get locked in? What do you call the room? Anyway, okay, had this whole kind of planned to get them. But after Daniel Lewiso came over to Johnny's apartment, kind of talked some sense into him that just because they used to be rivals. So if they were able to, like, without any points, without any tournament or anything, if they were able to just kind of fight it out, then they would have done better. So Johnny kind of took what he and Daniel should have done and just brought it over to Miguel and Robbie, and it worked. So then the second half of season 5, so you guys focus. Hopefully we're not giving anything away. What would you I know you just started season 5, so I have two more episodes to watch of season 5, and I'm gonna hopefully try to finish binging it tonight. Hopefully, but if I'm not too tired. But anyways, babe, what you haven't watched as much as you haven't binged as much as I have, but.
Well, first of all, I started out in Florida, and then I came back, and I've been watching it.
Yeah. So you only watched one episode?
No, not just one episode. I'm like in the middle of season 5.
Oh, you okay? Yeah, and I have 2 more episodes to watch. So share some of your thoughts, because I kind of talked a little bit about it.
Well, actually, before Cobra Kai even started, I've seen the Karate Kid series, and that's totally based on what Cobra Kai is really all about. My favorite part of Cobra Kai is when they're shown flashbacks of how between Captain Kreese and Taylor Silver back then. Oh,
that's neat. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That was a really neat kind of backstory to the villain of this season. Okay, go on.
I've always hated Taylor Silver ever since I started watching it. Ever since I started watching Cobra Kai and the Karate Kid. So.
Yeah, he really, Taylor Silver really, like, he just, there's so many of the characters. I mean, I think Daniel Lewiso and Johnny, like, they can kind of see through the kind of evil side of him, but everybody else can't see through the evilness that Taylor Silver is. Okay, go on.
Yeah, so basically it was Johnny, and Daniel in the Karate Kid series. And then that was combined between seasons 1 through 4. And since season 5, those two reconciled into their friendships. And then they're like two sidekicks. And now this is just based on just Kreese and Terry Silver. But it's kind of related to all senseis because Chosen is back, which is kind of cool. Chosen was also a villain as well. I really love this TV show series.
Wait. Who was the battle you said?
I said that Chosen was also another villain.
But he became good.
He became good because into this particular season.
This season 5, okay. And then what else were you just about to say before I interrupted? Sorry, I shouldn't have done that.
Sorry, I just lost my train of thought there.
Right, well, folks, you guys can look up Cobra Kai season 5 on Netflix, or you can go to netflix.com/Cobra Kai. Anyways, go on, babe.
If I had to pick my favorite Cobra Kai student
in season 5. Okay, go on.
In season 5, or the whole series, that would be Hawk/Eli. He's my favorite.
I would have to pick either Miguel or the actor's name is Mary, but Sam Lewis. Yeah, Samantha Lewis or Miguel.
Her actress name is Mary Mauser.
No, that's I was thinking of the actress's name, but I would probably either say Ho or Miguel. And an interesting thing to know, I don't know if you knew this, the actor who plays Miguel, I forgot, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Zolo.
Yeah, he was on the show Parenthood on NBC. I don't know if anybody watched that, if anybody caught that. But and then something I saw an Instagram reel of Tano and Samantha from Cobra Kai. They were interviewed at Knott's Berry Farm when they were on a roller coaster, and it said in the little caption of the wheel on Instagram. You know how on Instagram you've got the wheels. So anyways, they said that I guess Tano and Samantha, they were real life best friends. So I don't think that they're together as a couple, but I think like they're friends in real life. So yeah, so that's kind of interesting. Anything else you want to say or what?
No.
Okay. Well, this is a little short of an episode. How many
snakes?
Cobras. Isn't that a snake? Cobras? Because it's Cobra Kai. How many cobras? It's a snake, right? Cobra's a snake. How many cobras would you rate season 5 of Cobra Kai on Netflix?
5 out of 5.
Yeah, I'd probably rate it 5 cobras out of 5 because it's really not just is it binge worthy, but it's really attentive. Like it really, the drama, the comedy, everything it grabs your attention. It makes you want to watch it. They really draw you into the story. Yes, the karate and that stuff is fun to watch, but it's also I love it is more the story, and there's a deeper message that I think you can get from watching this show. So if you have not watched it, go to Netflix and watch season 5 of Cobra Kai, or you can go to netflix.com/Cobra Kai and you can watch season 5, just like we have. with that, we'll take one final break and you can get to how you can get in touch with us. Should we do that?
Sure.
You're listening.
You're listening to the Georgia
and Daniel Show on SpecialChronicles.com. We'll be right back in 43 seconds from now. Support for Special Chronicles comes from ComEd. Special Chronicles is proud to partner with the ComEd Energy Force Ambassador Program. The Energy Force is the country's first energy efficiency education program designed for and taught by people with disabilities. ComEd is powering lives and really is powering us here at Special Chronicles to keep the lights on and our technology is powered on. As ComEd powers the lives of us, they're literally giving a voice to people with special needs. We thank ComEd for the generous support of our mission at Special Chronicles. Learn more at specialchronicles.com/ComEd. That's specialchronicles.com/ComEd. You're listening to the Georgia and Daniel Show, and apparently both of us were not really paying attention, but we are back with the final part of this episode. It's going to be a little shorter of an episode, and so how can listeners get in touch with us? Babe, you want to start out how they can connect with you on the Instagram?
You guys can follow me at PeachGeorgia22. And
you can follow me on the Instagram at PodmanDan, PodmanDan, at PodmanDan. If you want to follow both of us on the Instagram and Facebook,
at Daniel and Georgia.
You can join in the conversation, hashtag Georgia and Daniel Show. You can send us audio and email to
GeorgiaandDaniel@SpecialChronicles.com.
If you love this podcast, you might also enjoy watching.
You guys can watch my podcast. You can watch Georgia's Kitchen Show, SpecialChronicles.com/Georgia Kitchen Show.
And you might also love listening to my other weekly podcast, Special Chronicles Show, SpecialChronicles.com/show. And, if you want us to continue these weekly podcasts, I don't think we got any new donations, new supporters last week, but please, you can make a gift. SpecialChronicles.com. Okay, I'll just say that line. SpecialChronicles.com/give is where you can donate and support this podcast, so you can support us and we can continue to be behind the microphone. SpecialChronicles.com/give to support this podcast. With that, I think it was a little short of an episode, but you're gonna go play golf with your parents. I'm gonna go get some other work done, and we will
be back
hopefully next week, and maybe next week we'll talk about we've got your cousin's wedding coming up, so maybe we'll talk about that on next week's episode.
Yeah.
So who knows? We'll continue to talk about our lives from a different angle right here on the Georgia and Daniel Show on SpecialChronicles.com. We'll catch you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Who knows where? Here we go, I'll take you there. Come on along, we're going around the world and back again. My home, your home, the planet Earth is ours to roam. Off we go together around the world and back again. All the places we can go to and tell them where we've been. The things you'll see when you come with me around the world and back again. I'm traveling around the world and back again. I'm traveling around the world and back again. Spin globe big and round, crossing oceans, covering ground. Come on along, we're going around the world and back again. Strange sights, people, names, all so different, all the same. Can't wait to get going around the world and back again.
Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.